Other boy reaction. Hey guys, Other Boy Reactions here. Alright, so we're hopping back into the Vampire Diaries, Season 2, Episode 9, Katerina. So I guess we're finally gonna learn more about Katherine. Yeah, so there's some construction going on next door, so sorry if you hear a lot of that. Drilling and weird noises. I'll try to edit out as much as I can. But yeah, last time was a decent episode. I know it was a favorite among most of you. I liked the episode before it, though. You know, the Katherine episode when they're trying to capture her and they're fighting her. I like that one a lot more than last week's episode with Elijah and Rose and Trevor. You know, they're interesting, but, you know, I don't have any connection to them yet. Whereas I have, you know, a lot more of a connection to Katherine and Damon and Stefan and Elena. So, you know, I want to feel like I know my villains and like I have a connection to the villains. And so far I don't know anything about Elijah. Don't know anything about Rose. Trevor's dead, so he doesn't really matter. Sorry, Trevor. But yeah, you know, I'm sure the more I, you know, watch the show and get to know Elijah and the other originals, I'm sure, you know, they'll be fascinating. But we will have to see. Elijah's still alive, which is not a surprise. He's supposed to be an original vampire. It's like one of the first vampires. That's crazy. So I don't even know how they're even gonna try to beat them. Alright, let's get into it. Oh my god. Who does she have a baby with? Is she not married or something? She must not be married.
Klaus is the real deal.
Klaus is known to be the oldest.
Fuck.
Okay, so you're saying that the oldest vampire in the history of time is coming after me?
Yes.
No.
What they're saying is, I mean, if what she's saying is true.
Which it is.
And you're not just saying it so we don't kill you.
Which I'm not.
He's still sick.
We're looking at a solid
I can hear it.
maybe. I'll go with you.
It's okay. I know where it is.
She's so over this. Like, she's like, she just wants a normal life.
Shut up, Damon.
Ah!
So what are you doing later? You want to hang out at the grill?
Yes.
Shoot some pool?
Yes.
That runs the table?
Yes.
Why?
Bonnie needs to have a normal life too.
What?
Well, you never asked me to play a game of pool before, so why now?
It's time.
No, I thought that would be fun.
Oh my god.
No.
Ah!
Okay.
Never mind.
Sure.
My name's Luca. I'm Jeremy. This is Bonnie.
Damn!
Anyway, Luca, I'm actually headed in that direction. Why don't you follow me?
Right.
It'd get confusing. Okay, thanks.
Cock blocking.
Nice to meet you, Bonnie.
Okay. Damn.
You don't look so good. How long before your body shuts down? 10? 20 years? Must be painful to desiccate and mummify. I can't even imagine. Your true ancestors. They disowned me. My indiscretions were not tolerated at that time. I had a baby out of wedlock. Shame. It was kept secret.
Head east. I can't leave them astray much longer.
I can't run anymore.
Never mind. There's a cottage. You'll be safe there.
Being in love with your brother's girlfriend must be difficult.
I'm not in love with anyone.
You wanna try that again?
She's older than you.
Don't get on my bad side.
And show me your good side.
Wow.
Told Tyler I'm a vampire. Witches are crafty with their spells. The doppelganger was created as a way to be able to undo the spell. Once a doppelganger reappeared, the curse can be broken. It was to be part of the sacrifice ritual, so I grabbed it and made my escape.
People do not escape from Klaus. Everyone who tries ends up back in his grasp, and anyone who helps them dies.
I know the risk you bring on yourself by giving me aid.
I am risking nothing.
At nightfall, I will bring you back to Klaus and beg him to show us both mercy.
He's always here.
Just one thing.
If you were setting me up in any way, I will.
You're older than him.
Shove it down your throat. Something I'm very good at.
What? Thank you. You're older than him.
I'm older than you.
Yes.
Stronger.
Thank
Don't
you.
get on my bad side.
What's going on, Rose? Where's Trevor?
Please just let me die.
If you die, then Trevor dies with you.
No, no.
Oh, fuck.
I only hope the class sees the honor.
She's gonna try and kill herself now.
He will sacrifice her.
Then so be it.
I love her, Rose.
Oh my god. Oh, she's a vampire now.
Class will see our role in this.
And for that, I'm sorry.
As am I. For this.
Oh, fuck. Ah, damn!
Better you die than I.
Fuck, damn!
You don't even care that you ruined their lives. I was looking out for myself, Elena. I will always look out for myself. If you're smart, you'll do the same. Why are you such a good friend to me?
I don't know.
Because you're a friend of Elena.
Remind me of someone.
Lexi?
My best friend, Lexi.
Oh.
You have a friend?
You say that with such
You have a friend.
a discouraging amount of surprise, Caroline.
No, I just... Bonnie Bennett.
Dr. Martin. Jonas Martin. It's nice to meet you, Bonnie Bennett. Would you like to join us?
Are they
I'm meeting a friend.
witches? Warlocks?
But he's not here yet.
I knew some Bennetts when I did my residency
Of course you
in
did.
Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any family from Salem?
You're a witch. Fuck.
Actually, I do. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Mm-hmm.
Slate's been in college since 74.
When I was turned.
My god.
18 degrees, 3 masters, and 4
Jesus.
PhDs.
He's a genius.
Exactly. I mean,
Look at what he's done with
is
his
the
life.
point? What should I be doing with my eternity?
Right.
If you have an answer, please
Right.
enlighten me.
What are you doing,
We need
sir?
your help.
What's he gonna do with that? Why did you take the coins? Oh, fuck. Is he gonna throw it? Mm-hmm.
She's with Damon, isn't she?
No!
No.
Then where is she? Listen, if you're my friend, like you've been pretending to be all day, then you'll tell me where she is.
Stefan, I am your friend, but I'm also Elena's friend, and I'm sorry. But I'm not going to tell you where she is.
Fuck.
So you need a werewolf.
Believe it or not, they're hard to come by.
What else?
A witch to do the spell? Mine bailed, but little Bonnie will do just fine.
How are you gonna
What
get
else?
Bonnie to do it?
Vampire.
Caroline.
Could have been anyone, I suppose. But I like the poetry of Caroline.
So you were gonna just hand us all over to be killed?
Better you die than I.
No! Fuck! Oh! Oh my god. Rose and Slater are gonna die. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! Where's Slater?
You don't know this man. We're dead. We're all dead.
Yes.
He just wants us to fit in here. For
Okay,
once.
what's wrong with him though?
It's tough, Bonnie. Being different.
Something has to be wrong with him.
Well, we prefer the term warlock.
Warlock. Fuck.
No, no, Mama. No. 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 You killed them. That's where you're wrong, Stefan. I don't want my freedom. Because when Klaus shows up to kill us all, and he will,
This is the safest place she can be.
I'll be in the tomb, where no vampire will enter because they can't get out. I'll be the safest psychotic bitch in town.
They're gonna fuck. Wow. What are you doing playing fucking full when you could be talking to her?
Because it's not because you came into town or because you and I fell in love. That's not why everyone that I love is in danger. It's because of me. Everything is because of me.
Song. A tear.
It's a lie, you know. There's no switch you can turn off.
What?
Sure, when you're a newbie, but after a couple hundred years, you just have to pretend.
What? What? Now you're dead.
How can you compel me? A vampire can't compel another vampire.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Was it
What a
really?
waste. Oh my god.
It had to be done.
Oh my god, you're evil. Oh my god.
He delivered his message.
It was an interesting episode. Got to learn a lot more about Katherine. Met some new characters, Luca and his dad. Luca's dad is apparently bad, working for Elijah in the originals. I wonder if he's doing it by choice or if they have something on him or they threatened him or threatened his son. I don't know. I'm hoping Luca isn't bad. I don't think he is, but maybe he doesn't know what his dad's doing or maybe he doesn't agree with what he's doing. I don't know. But they went like straight for Bonnie, so I don't know. Maybe it's just because they can sense her energy. Her witch energy. So they're warlocks, which is cool. We've never seen that before. Like I said, apparently every black person on the show is a witch or a warlock, except for that first, black girl that we saw in season 1 at the car wash, who was a bully. No, I guess not everyone. Not the guy that Caroline killed. Interesting the way Katherine was turned into a vampire. Technically, Rose is her maker. I think it's so weird that they don't even have to bite you in order to make you a vampire. You just have to have their blood in you when you die. It seemed like she learned how to be a vampire very quickly. It was out of desperation. It's sad that, her family was murdered by Klaus in the originals. It also sucks that they forced her to give up her child. Just because, she had it out of wedlock. A girl. Who knows who that was and what became of her. Obviously the bloodline survived through 500 years, all the way up to Elena. So, I hope they go more into that and, we get to learn more about Elena's ancestors and, I want to know who got, Katherine pregnant. Where was he? Where was he? Interesting that Trevor was in love with her when she was a human. And Rose was in love with him. I think she was, right? Yeah. Or at least really good friends. How ballsy of Elena to go, and see Katherine and feed her blood and so she can get information. Yeah, when Katherine, became a vampire and Klaus was after her, she was looking after herself. She had to. So, you know, she did what she had to do. She didn't even kill that woman. It was, I mean, Rose killed that first woman, and it was by accident. And then Katherine just, like, you know, finished her off by sucking her blood so she could complete the transformation. But I wonder who her first kill was. I love the scenes between Caroline and Stefan. I love seeing them together because they're just so opposite, and it is like Lexi and Stefan's relationship. I can't wait to see their relationship grow, and you know, I mean, she's still Caroline, but she's different because she's had to change, and she's more confident, and you know, obviously she's stronger, but she's not really as ditzy as she used to be, and not as superficial as she used to be, because she's seen stuff. She's experienced life now. She's killed. She's seen people get killed. So I mean, she's gonna have to change. That was kind of like the most enjoyable thing about this episode. Like, I don't really care about Elijah. I mean, characters who are like invincible, like, don't really interest me. Katherine is more interesting because, yeah, she's strong, but she still has weaknesses, and she's flawed, and you know, I mean, flawed is not even a strong enough word, but she's just so much more interesting. I mean, these originals, whoever they are, I mean, I haven't seen all of them yet, but it sounds scary, but it's almost like I don't even want to deal with things that are just all powerful, and there's like no way to kill them. Like, that doesn't sound interesting to me. Sounds like, well, we might as well just give up now. Like, which is how Elena feels, and Katherine. It's like, that's why she spent her whole existence as a vampire running. That's awful. For something that wasn't even her fault. That's sad. It was fun to see Jeremy and Bonnie, you know, attempt to get closer, and I like that Bonnie addressed that, you know, like, you know, it was like, it was kind of weird, like, you're Elena's brother, and he's like, so? He doesn't care, he likes her, and that's it, like, that's good enough for him. And she's like, yeah, but, you know, we've never done this before, we've never hung out before, you never asked me to go to places before. Timing is everything. And of course, fucking Luca and his dad have to show up at the wrong ass time. And you know, he's cute, and he's cute, he's black, and he's a witch. So I mean, it's just like a killer combination for Bonnie, because she's gonna feel so much more connected to him than to Jeremy, at least at first, until she finds out what they're doing. I thought what was gonna happen was, I figured they were witches, but I thought they would be like against vampires, and Bonnie was gonna be like torn because, you know, she's friends with Stefan and Caroline. I thought that was what was gonna happen, but I guess not. It's even worse. They are bad, or the dad is. Isn't there some kind of spell that witches can do? There has to be some way to defeat an original. Like how strong is their magic? Why can't they just like make them explode or something, or do a spell so that they don't have daylight rings or whatever? Elijah must have had a ring, right? I wonder what the originals have been doing all this time, since they thought Katherine was dead. They didn't know about So So I guess they just gave up on on ever being able to lift the curse, and I wonder what they did with their time. I don't even know how many there are. What is Klaus doing? What do they do with their time? It's like what that guy said. It's what Slater said. What is your purpose as a vampire? Like, when you can live forever, like, you have no purpose. So that's why I admired him for getting all those degrees and really trying to better himself. Because, like, what else is there to do? Like, you're just going to spend your time killing people? Like, I bet you that's not what he wanted. I mean, maybe he did that at one point, but that gets old. I mean, that's why it's like Damon frustrates me. I mean, he was fine in this episode, but in general, he frustrates me because he spent his whole existence as a vampire moping over one person when he could have been living. And he spent all that time blaming his brother. I don't know. That's why I found Slater so interesting. But it's always those characters that die, too. Damon and Rose had sex in this episode. They barely showed it. But, you know, it was nice that they both got to get some. They were both lonely. And I thought it was very interesting that Rose said, you know, it's a lie, that you can't really switch off your emotions. You just have to pretend, because after a few hundred years, I guess you lose that ability. But they have to have some amount of control over their emotions in order to shut out, because they still, like, when they feed or when they kill someone or something, if a human did that, like, that would be traumatizing. But they're not traumatized by that because they're like an animal. And animals are missing that part that makes us, you know, that thing that makes us human, that empathy and compassion. So there is an amount of numbing themselves that happens when you're a vampire. Like, so I don't know if I entirely agree with her. Yeah, because if I just walked up to someone and bit them, but I guess it's because they need blood. But still, like, there's still a sense of not caring whether someone lives or dies, because they need blood in order to live. So there's like a sense of selfishness to being a vampire that most humans just don't have. At least not to that degree, most of us, unless you're, you know, a sociopath. So I don't know about that statement that she made. Maybe that's just her, because she seems a little bit more compassionate than a typical vampire. But yeah, I mean, at least I learned that, you know, it's not really Stefan's fault. You know, all the bad stuff that's happened. It would have happened anyway, because in order to lift the curse, all those people are needed, you know. All her friends would have been affected, so it was going to happen anyway. And it's all because of her. I mean, it's not her fault, but she's the reason that they would all be dead and that they're all in danger. So, fucking sucks. And that's why Isabel said she's doomed. I mean, literally. And Katherine said it again in this episode. So, Elena just has an awful life. That's her destiny. I think Elena should just become a vampire. I mean, that is the easy way out, but of course, these characters never take the easy way out. It's the most obvious choice, but I mean, it's like sacrifice yourself. But I mean, they would still get revenge on her. They would still kill her they just wouldn't be able to lift the curse. But at least she would stop them from ever being able to lift the curse. So she should just become a vampire. She has to become a vampire at some point, because otherwise, I mean, this show's on for so long. And, you know, eventually she's going to get tired of being put in danger. And, if I had a vampire boyfriend, and he could live forever, eventually I would not want to be a human anymore, because then I would age and he wouldn't. And, I don't know, I wouldn't like that. So I would have to seriously consider becoming a vampire too. You want to be able to live forever with the person that you love. I don't know. It just seems like a logical choice to me. But we will see. It was an okay episode. It was fun. I'm still not feeling the villains for this season. I mean, it's almost like, where can you go from here? Like, if these are the strongest vampires ever, like, it's almost like, and this is only season 2, where can you go? Like, what villain is going to be scarier, stronger than that? And Elijah's just one of them. So it's like, what, a whole family? I mean, and he's not even the strongest. Klaus, whoever this Klaus guy is the strongest. So, it just sounds like hopeless. That's how Elena must feel, hopeless. And knowing that it's her fault. I mean, not her fault, but she's the cause of it. I don't know. I don't know. This season was going really well, but knowing that they're the villains of the season, I mean, the council was kind of more interesting. But we will see. We will see. But yeah, that was the Vampire Diaries. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions and early reactions, please check out my Patreon by going to the link down below. Alright guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.